Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Unlucky to miss with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't land the jab there. The straight right just misses. Didn't land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage. And there's the bell for round two. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
We have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Well done with that counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Perfect counter lands. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage.
When you're fighting somebody so big, this is when you've got to stick to your game plan. You deviate, you're out of there.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Martin in big trouble here. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That uppercut misses. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. And he scores with the counter. They miss with the jab. That counter shot lands. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And just got countered. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Catch and shoot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... Here we go to the fourth round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two fighters are made for one another. That uppercut does not score. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Oh my word, Adeleye in some serious trouble. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That big hook doesn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter. His jab just got blocked. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. They exchange punches. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Adeleye rocked. Well, we know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this... There's the bell for round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. Can't find a home in that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Neither fighter willing to slow down. They drop their guard, they get caught. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Can't land that jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good of...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! David Adeleye just took a big shot. was almost a 10-8 round. Round 8, and we're off again. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not...
David Adeleye couldn't take any more, and down he goes. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect.